Welcome to Global Perspectives. I am your host, Gaston Gomez, and today we'll be having a candid conversation about culture and education about Monarch Annapolis. Welcome, Sue and Tatiana.
Hi, welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. So tell me about you. What is it that you do and your title?
Okay,
at your school?
so my name's Sue Myers, and I am the principal of Monarch Academy Annapolis. We are a school that opened up 2 years ago, just off of West Street, and it's an awesome school, and we opened to help, and the purpose of the school is really to help alleviate the overcrowding in some of the schools in the Annapolis area, as well as some other parts of the county. So as being a contract school with the Transit Alliance through the Children's Guild, we have that ability to do that. And
Awesome.
that's the main purpose of the school.
Great. And so you're the principal?
I am the principal, yes.
Good. Tatiana, tell me about you.
So I'm Tatiana Santos, and I am the Bilingual Facilitator at Monarch Academy Annapolis. My role there is kind of just to help bridge the family to the school, provide outreach for the families, equal language access, all that fun stuff that I get to do every day.
Awesome. So what is Monarch Annapolis? Tell me about it. What is it that is different from our public schools?
Okay, so I kind of shared before a little bit that we're a contract school.
Correct.
And basically how that works is that Anne Arundel County Public Schools is in partnership with the Transit Alliance. And the Transit Alliance is a nonprofit organization that is a child-serving organization. Their foundational belief is that we are supporting all students, and that we have to kind of change the way America educates its children so that we can make sure that all children are successful. And they're an organization that they have charter schools, they have group homes for older students, they have non-public schools, they have public schools. So their organization, they're doing many, many things. They're getting ready to open up a pre-K school too in College Park. So they're very child-serving. And so they approached Anne Arundel County, and they wanted to open up another school, and Anne Arundel County was like, this would be great because we need support in the Annapolis area because our schools are overcrowded. And with us coming, we were able to help alleviate that overcrowding. What I think is special about this school is that we're a PYP school, which is the primary years program. So we are in our candidacy now, and so we're working towards getting authorization. And the PYP is it's a really amazing approach to teaching and learning. Students are involved in inquiry, and they really are questioning the world around them. Teachers usually start with that provocation to get them excited about what's going to happen, and the kids will ask questions and want to learn about certain aspects of what they are talking about. So for example, our first graders are doing a unit called Plant Mania. And so they're learning so much about plants, and not just about the science of plants, but really the importance of that environment, their environment, and taking care of their environment. So every unit has a project with it, so that it's project-based learning. And then there's always a component of it where you're giving back to your community. And whether that's your classroom community, your school community, or the bigger community outside. And that's part of PYP, is to really build that character education piece in too.
That sounds wonderful. So there's a lot of thinking, a lot of engagement with the student in the classroom and beyond the classroom.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
awesome. It's really neat.
Yes, and
So
it's
it's
great.
a little different of the way you guys teach. In your
Exactly,
classrooms.
and we try to incorporate in the character development piece is very important. But our school has done a lot recently with environmental education, so we're really trying to really help children see their impact in the world and how they have to take care of it. And that's been a big push, especially this last spring. And we are also working on integrating the arts into the day-to-day education. Instead of just we have culture arts. The children go to culture arts all week. They go to art, music, physical education, media. Our students have Spanish for an hour a week, and they're learning Spanish. But we also try to incorporate the arts in everything else that we do.
And that takes me to my next question. So what is a typical day at a Monarch? Like, let's say, tell me about a student going through his schedule on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
Sure.
So just a typical day.
It's pretty typical what you would see in a traditional
okay.
school, except that, I mean, they go to all the cultural arts classes, lunch, recess. We have 30-minute recess.
So it's longer than the others.
So, because we really want the kids outside and being active. And we teach guided reading lessons, small group lessons, so children are learning on their grade level. Math, we do a lot of small groups in math as well, so we do provide that attention to smaller groups of students as far as the instruction is concerned. We also have a good part of our day devoted to inquiry-based learning, and that's really where we try to tie together all of the major concepts of that PYP unit that is currently being taught. So the goal for teachers is to really integrate into the learning all day long those core concepts of that PYP unit. So with first graders and Plant Mania, they're going to do the science piece of plants, and we have this amazing cell plant tower at school where the kids are able to watch every day the lettuce grow, and we're going to have a salad at the end of the unit, a community salad, but they also will read about plants. They're going to write about plants. They'll do math incorporate math into that unit. So students are able to see how all of the content areas kind of tie together.
That's neat. It's really neat. So we are talking about like 6 classes throughout the day, 6 to 7 classes or activities.
So, they're reading class, which is the guided reading. There's language arts, where you do the grammar, mechanics, and all that, and writing, mathematics. Your traditional social studies and science classes, that's more the inquiry part, and that's more the integrated piece. But they go to cultural arts every day for an hour. They lunch and recess.
Awesome. What are the school hours?
So currently our school hours instructional hours are 9:30 to 3:55. We are making an adjustment next year, and we are looking to open at 8:30 instructional time to 2:55. So we'll bring it down an hour earlier.
Yeah, and transportation is also part of
yes,
your services,
transport, and so that's where we are right now. We're looking at different bus companies and trying to figure out the bus company that can best serve our needs, and we really do want to go to that earlier time. It's better for students. They're better in the morning. And then they get home an hour earlier in the afternoon to be able to enjoy the outdoors.
I think that's a good change for next year. That's awesome.
I
I'm
agree.
very happy to hear that. And the lunch is the same for the
our lunches are
menu
the
at
same.
the schools, public schools in our school
yes.
system. Got it.
Same exact.
Good. So Tatiana, tell me about how many schools in Anne Arundel County when it comes to Monarch.
How many we service?
Right.
Well, originally we had opened up to just the Annapolis schools for the first year.
Right.
This year we were lucky enough to open up to the wait lists on our other sister schools at Monarch Glen Burnie and Monarch Laurel. So we're servicing the whole county at this
So
point.
now you are accepting applications from other
Yeah, well, we're alleviating their wait
regions.
list
Okay,
is what we're doing.
Okay. But so far we only have 3 Monarch in Anne Arundel
Correct.
County.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
One in
Laurel.
Annapolis, one in Laurel, and
And
one
Glen
in
Burnie.
Glen Burnie. Gotcha.
And I think that the parents in the county have really begun to value the Monarch brand and the Monarch schools, and we want to be able to provide that education to as many students as possible.
Right.
So those parents that are on the wait lists, the children, we're able to accept them off if we have a spot open.
Yeah. And I have visited your school and the one in Laurel Global. Beautiful schools.
Yes.
They're
They are.
beautiful. They're so clean. They are so welcoming. Your staff is so neat. They just embrace everybody. So
And they look
culture.
different. The murals and
Yeah, it's beautiful.
the
There's
living
so much
walls.
art throughout the walls
Yeah.
and throughout the
You
building.
walk
So
in,
I
you see
love
the
going to
aquarium
visit.
and everything.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Good.
It's cool.
So about how many students enrolled in your school?
Right now we have 640 students. We are hoping so with the contract school you grow every year. And so we hoping to next year have approximately 700 students.
Got it. So you are accepting applications for next
We are.
school
We
year,
are.
future
Yes.
or upcoming years?
Yes.
Great. And so tell me about the diversity in students. What is the students' population ratio when it comes to different groups or ethnic groups?
So we're a very diverse school.
Super diverse.
Yes.
Super
Are
diverse.
predominantly African American, Caucasian, and Latino American students. And even within those groups, there are some variances,
Of
you
course,
know.
yes.
So it is, you walk in and it is a very diverse school. And that was our goal, to be diverse, to be a slice of Annapolis.
Great, and I do see it when every time I go
Yeah.
to school. It's just so diverse. I'm like, wow, this is really neat to see. You know, just different ethnic backgrounds.
Right,
in
and
the
parents seek
classrooms.
that. Parents seek that.
It
That's one of,
reflects, the
yes.
school reflects
Yeah.
in the
You
community.
know, when we have open houses and, you know, different opportunities for parents to come in, that they will often say that, you know, I'm looking for my child to be in a school that is more diverse.
Okay, great. And what about diversity in staff? So do you have staff that are from different
We do.
countries?
I mean,
or-
we do. We have, you know, we have Caucasian teachers, African American teachers. We have a few teachers from the Pacific Islands. We have male teachers. I think we have quite a number.
Yeah,
of
we have
male
a
You
good
do?
amount of male
Yeah.
teachers. Yeah, it's,
which is
Yeah.
not
Yes.
typical in other
Yes.
schools, but that's
So-
great. That's great.
Yeah.
And so, what is it that your school does to ensure language support and service to our English language learner families or families who don't speak any English, but they speak, let's say, Spanish or Vietnamese, Korean, or any other languages, including sign language? So, what is it that you do, and what kind of services that you provide to them?
So, I mean, I'm there every day, all day.
So you're full-time
I'm
employee.
full time at the school. I'm always accessible. You know, I have both my phones, and I can provide services throughout the day. So that's nice. So I still have, even though we're not necessarily like in a walking school zone where people can just walk to us,
Right.
they still feel very welcomed. We have a big volunteer group of parents that come in all the time, English and non-English speaking. So I think we're doing pretty good in that sense of servicing our ELL families. And then when we need to, we provide interpreting services through Language Link or anything else for the languages that I can't speak. But for the most part, I think the ELLs, it's mainly Spanish speaking that need the assistance. And that's what I'm there for.
So they understand about your school, they understand about your activities,
Yeah.
and that is because documents are translated.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
translate flyers.
It's
the-
growing
the,
actually. Just word of mouth. People, especially the ELL, especially down South County, Broadneck Peninsula area, we're getting a lot
really?
of ELL families coming from that way, applying for next year, just from, I guess, word of mouth.
I
Yeah.
think that's great that you guys are able to accept applications from any area in the county, and so you know, servicing other families who really want to be part of the Monarch family, they get the chance to do it. As you know, they have to apply, and of course,
Right.
you review the application, and then you see other records, and so then you make the
Right.
final decision. But it's really awesome to have you provide that opportunity to families who want to be part of your method of teaching and how you
Right.
guys provide education to our children.
Right.
It's really neat. So what about outreach? What is that you do, Tatiana, to promote your school when it comes to going to the community, etc.? Just tell us about it.
I go out a lot. I work with other bilingual facilitators in the county, just providing information. I kind of piggyback on their Noche Latinas, Leamos Juntos, any kind of, you know, coffees and chats with the principals, not only just getting information out to their staff, but also to the families that they're working with, just kind of engaging with them and sharing a little bit of what we do. We have open houses quite a few times, I think like, twice a month.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so.
And that's after
Right,
after
so I
school
kind of
hours.
go, engage a little bit, and then welcome them to the school. Because it's one thing to hear about it. It's another thing once you walk in the building, meet our staff, see our school. It's very impactful for them to go there. So I work with my team a lot to kind of get out to all the different counties. We plan stuff on our own as well. You know, I kind of go, say hi, introduce myself, make some, you know, acquaintances, and then I'll invite myself, you know, or ask to be invited back to do my own little program, just a little with Miss Myers or Mr. McCann.
Wonderful. And I know that our team of bilingual facilitators are assisting you in
Yes.
by promoting your
Yes.
program and also
And letting
by
me go to their
inviting you.
events, yeah.
And something that we want to continue to support your school. And so anything that you need, you know, that we are here for you. So tell me about any afternoon activities or before or after school?
Our school is very
activities?
busy
Yeah.
all the time.
It is nonstop.
It's
but
a
just
nonstop.
tell us, you know,
Yeah, so we
just tell us
have
about
we have
So
many
much.
after school, before school and after school
Yeah.
clubs. Before school we have a coding club, we have a ukulele band, we have a bucket band, and
tell me about
bucket band.
Bucket.
So we
they
have
play on like big
the-
Home
Oh,
Depot
yeah,
buckets.
just-
yeah, Home Depot
like you see in the cities,
donated
like
all
when you
the,
go to the
yeah,
city.
yeah, exactly.
they donated all the buckets to us, and the students.
That's
they
creative.
It is,
Yeah.
and they sound really, really just
So you have
amazing.
someone teaching them how
Yes,
to
our
do.
music teacher
Wow.
is doing
We
that.
have tons of volunteers, like not just like community members, parents, like staff, like they have an art, they have a knack for it, and we put it together and it works.
I mean, we have a drama club, we
Coding
have
club.
yoga, we had an after-school math club, we had Lego club. So just about anything that is of interest, and if there's a person that's willing to kind of lead it and bring it in, then we do it.
Yeah.
So, and it's in high demand, so our students are really excited about it. You know, about being able to participate in the after-school.
Wow. So you are
program.
busy.
We're busy
And
in the
this is
mornings.
every day?
Every day.
Just
Every day.
about.
Not pretty much
Just
Monday
about.
to Friday. You
Yeah,
get
we
the
have
same
something.
activity.
We always sit here and we go, okay, what's today? Today's Wednesday. We have, okay, Esau, we have this, we have that. We have to name all the things. We have to announce it because even the kids forget because we have so many activities going on.
Yeah, we have we have a step
Yeah.
team and a dance team.
And that's not even including like the extra things that we do. Like we had last month we did a daddy-daughter dance and we had like 250 people there.
Wow.
We have a
It's a
mother-son.
huge success.
We have a mother-son game night coming up. We had talent show 2 weeks ago.
That
I mean,
is so good.
we're
That
constantly
is
doing
great.
stuff. So my goal being there is to not just, you know, be there during the day and be a face to facilitate things. Like I really want to build a community outside of just
course, yeah.
the day-to-day schooling. Like I want this to be a place, it's a beautiful facility, it's huge. I want it to be welcoming. I want things to be constantly going on so that, you know, the families are always there. Like we're all involved. It's like one big school community. So that's my goal. That's why I keep doing all these things after school, just to keep the momentum going.
I think that's wonderful. It seems like you guys have so
It's
much
fun.
going on, and it's fun,
It's
and
fun.
also engaging and welcoming
Right.
to our families, which is the most important thing. One of our, in another county, public schools, including, you guys, we are trying to strengthen our relationships with families, and then for the students to learn beyond the classroom walls, not just in
Right.
the classroom, but beyond the classroom. So it seems like you have so many things going on, indoors and outdoors. Then you mentioned something about outdoor activities as well that you have.
Right, so we're really trying to focus on environmental education. We have a little environmental education club. Both children and parents are on the club,
So they
community
both
members.
work together.
We're really trying to have that as part of who we are, is that, you know, we have an outdoor classroom.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's really amazing, and the kids get to go down into the woods, and it's a very natural looking environment created so that teachers can do outdoor education. You know, we participate in the outdoor education programs, like our students go to Arlington Echo, drown proofing. Our kindergartners went to Downs Park for their program. Plus, we have the Ag Lab that comes every year, and the students get to, you know, be part of that. And so, as many opportunities to incorporate, you know, the importance of the environment is really one of the aspects of our school that we're really trying to grow.
That's very important. So speaking of outdoor activities or field trips, which one is the most popular among your students? Which one they really big or look forward to?
Oh man.
I mean, I think Arlington Echo is
Arlington
fun,
Echo.
just because they get to spend the night.
Yeah.
But
overnight,
yes.
like a camp or
yes, but our third grade, and we're still building the field trips because, you know, this is only our second year.
Yeah.
I do know that third grade go to Sandy Point State Park for it's called Mayo, and it's like an outdoor environmental type program, and that was very well received and loved. I think that any time that our students can get out and go on a field trip, it's going to be amazing to them.
Yes, I think that's awesome that you support the outdoors and outdoor learning, and then for them to have fun. You know, it's just not about learning, but hey, let's learn, but let's have some fun and enjoy the day. In the evening, if you have some overnight activities at Arlington Echo or other places, that's wonderful. So I would like for you to share with me about your last outreach event. I know you had something going on. It was huge. It was so popular, and you had so many people. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, the last two that we did, well, me and a team of volunteer moms that we
Uh-huh.
had. We did the Daddy Daughter Dance, which was great. Like I said, 250 people.
That's huge.
We were expecting like 100.
More than
And
double.
then the deadline came, and the applications kept coming, and I can't turn away anybody. This is something really special for them, and they took it so seriously. It was so nice to see the
Like
dads.
They were
like
matching.
matching.
Yes, yeah, and the girls looked like little princesses.
They were matching it. It was
Yeah.
ties and tiara theme, so all the girls had tiaras,
so
and all the
nice.
dads were really dressed up. I mean, it was a beautiful moment to see all of them come out and participate. I thought, like, okay, it's a dance. They're probably just gonna be sitting at the tables. There was maybe 5 people sitting down the whole
Everybody
night.
else was dancing.
They were dancing. They had games. I mean, it was really great.
How long was the event? Like how many
About
hours?
2.5 hours.
So it was not like how
No,
quick it was.
no, we had like the red carpet, we had the
Oh,
DJ, we had
wow.
the lights all over our gym. It was a really great event. So I set the bar kind of high, so then the moms immediately the
Of
next
course,
day
Tatiana
said,
is
what are we
working on
doing for the moms? And I said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's coming, so we're going to have a fun game night this May. We'll have a fun game night, which is something we're going to try and do every year.
Right, because
Our
that's you didn't
successful-
do it, right?
Right,
Right,
our
so
successful
So now
events.
you're
Right.
learning how to do
So
more
that's
outreach
springtime.
activities.
That's when we're going to look
Yep.
at doing some of those events to really bring the families together and bring the school together, because we really want to be that community center. Part of being a trans ed school is, we look at different aspects of our school that kind of set us apart, and incorporating the community into our school is a very big a part of who we are. The Trans Ed Alliance is really there to help support us as a school. Anne Arundel County does an amazing job with the curriculum and instruction and really giving us great support in that area. The Children's Guild, which is the Trans Ed Alliance, is through the Children's Guild. They are amazing at providing that support to those wraparound services, because school is more than just learning the academics. It's
Right,
so much
right.
more. And so the two organizations together have really come together and really helped to create a
An
great
awesome
school.
School, yeah.
Like we just did the talent show, and it was, the school staff, helped with the kids and everything, but then the Children's Guild team, they came in and they had the props and the lights. They have a team just to help us, with productions and things like that. They have the arts team. Like, it was amazing. Our collaboration is really cool to have that extra support.
Yeah, I think that's neat.
Yeah.
Having so many people collaborating together to make it a successful event or an awesome school like your school is. Tell me about Children's Guild. Where are they based?
Okay, so the Children's Guild is a nonprofit organization. They're based in Baltimore, in Parkville,
Okay.
and a kind of an offshoot of the Children's Guild is the Trans Ed Alliance, and it really stands for Transformational Education,
Okay.
transforming the way America educates its children. And so that is who we are working with and collaborating with.
Oh, is that only in the state of Maryland or across the state?
No, it's unique to Maryland.
Oh wow! See, I
Yes.
didn't really know about.
Right.
That's why I wanted to
Right.
to have you here and tell us all about what you guys do and who's supporting your school. That's great. Now going back to the events that you are, coming up, setting up, and they are successful events. So you are going to do it for the upcoming years. Something that you have
yes,
in
yes.
your school calendars.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually have a meeting coming together because this year we have been doing so much stuff. We've had several people trying to get in and have great ideas. So we have a meeting coming up where we're just gonna kind of map out next year because it's also really hard to plan so many things at the same time.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Oh, we
so
go through that.
we made it work. We have made it work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We did a really good job, but we've had back-to-back events that sometimes we can't figure out what we're planning for. So we have lots of great ideas. We're going to sit down with PTA, with outside organizations, ourselves, the Title I, everybody who wants to be, doing after-school activities, and we're kind of going to map out next year to make sure that we have time to plan and that we can all kind of get in what we want,
Yeah,
because there's so many great ideas.
collaboration,
And it's building the history of who we are as a school.
Yeah.
When you first start, nothing is
There's
what
no
we
history.
did.
Like,
Right, right.
where
So
you
we're
started,
building
this is your
that
foundation.
history. Right.
Building relationships
Yes.
and strengthening
Yeah.
the community and your
Right, and we're
educating
lucky.
your-
And we're lucky. We have good people. I mean, we have a really good PTA that's very
Tell me about PTA.
dedicated
So
to the school.
they support your school on a weekly
do.
basis? They have
They're
weekly
they're
meetings? Or
awesome.
not?
Yeah, so they're there. We have like 4 general meetings a year, but they're there every, in every aspect of the school
Good.
to really help
Good.
support everything that we're doing and add to
Right.
what we do. We just had a huge fundraising event called Boosterthon, and it was amazing. And it was basically for 2 weeks we had some people coming in from the organization to teach character development lessons in the classrooms.
Sounds fun.
And then it all kind of accumulated to a fun run. And we had so many parents there and so many kids. They were just so excited about being able to do that and to support, to do something for a cause. And so that's, we have a great relationship with our PTA, and we work together.
That's really nice to hear. And volunteers, you mentioned volunteers earlier.
Yes.
You do have a good number of
Yes.
volunteers?
Yes, we do.
And they come whenever you need them, or they always
They
on
kinda-
site, like, hey,
they
we're
kinda
here,
like-
what can we
we
do
have
for
some
you?
ones that just kind of know what to do, come in, help out when needed. They're really good about setting it up with the teachers, working in we have a work area in the main office, so we have a good turnout of volunteers.
Is it a diverse group of
Yeah,
volunteers as
actually.
well? Good.
Yeah.
You got moms and dads and
Yeah.
different backgrounds.
And we
ethnic
have
backgrounds.
part of the PTA. We have a diversity and inclusion committee,
Uh-huh.
and so
wow.
Yeah.
we're working on trying to make sure that all of our students represented at
Is
the school
represented.
are there.
That's awesome.
We did we'll do an event in the fall to celebrate Hispanic Month, and then we'll do, as we did this year, an event in February to support African American History Month. So
And then the
Black
Hispanic
history.
Celebration, I think, that
Yeah.
you guys can. You did it last year, I believe. You did something related to Hispanics, to support your Hispanic
We
Right.
celebrated Dia de los Muertos.
The Dia de los
Yes.
Muertos.
Yes,
Which
and
we had
is
a
a huge
mom.
event.
We had a mom that came in and set up beautiful altar.
Yeah.
Like, it was beautiful. She brought in, stood there for a little bit, taught the traditions, had the kids had Miss Myers speaking Spanish. She's great, so.
Good,
and
good.
we'll expand that next year
Yeah.
to make. We're going to plan that ahead of time,
Right.
Yes.
because it's right at the beginning of the school year.
So again, you're because you're a new school, literally 2
Yes.
years old.
Yeah.
You're building a foundation of activities that are
Yes.
successful
Yes.
to support
Yes.
your community and families.
And that's the
as
great
well.
thing about starting a new school is that, like, we're building it. Like,
Yeah.
we come up with an idea, it turns out to be successful. Now we're rolling with it.
That's what we would like to have you more, involved and get more schools like yours in our county. So before we go, so tell us or give our viewers an advice. What is it that you want them to do this summer?
Oh, so the first thing I'm going to say is read. Read every single day. Every child should have a book in their hand every day. The Anne Arundel County Public Library has an amazing reading program, so I'd encourage all parents, grandmoms, guardians to be part of that program, because it's so important for students to read over the summer. But I also think that just taking adventures would be amazing. Go to the beach one day, go to Sandy Park and visit and walk around and explore and just learn about the environment. And so there's a lot of things that we can do to really help children,
And for free.
and for free. And the one thing I'm going to say is put down the screens. Put them down, and go out and visit the outdoor nature,
Yeah.
because it's beautiful.
Yes, I agree with you, and nothing like family time, especially in the summer. It's time for bonding and reconnecting, and
Yes.
just be you, enjoy your family. So thank you so much for being here with me today. It was great having you. I would like to maybe do a second interview sometime later on, but before we go, I would like to share the following quote from Helen Keller: "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, must be felt with the heart." Thank you for watching.